Folks, welcome to Sports Focus. I'm your host, John McNeil. We have with me Kevin Civils and Jeffrey McIntosh. You know that's how we always start this. There's no way it should have went that way. Should stay here. But we gonna keep it rolling. Guys, what we got? Bowling! Yes, it is hot out there. Get inside and do some bowling. Hopefully that laser tag place is open up pretty soon so y'all can get in there too.
You know, back in the day when somebody said they were bowling, they were hitting the pipe.
Yeah. Well, we don't want to talk about that. Well, we got bowling in East Hartford, which is a good thing.
Really?
But bad thing in Baton Rouge, we just talked about this last program, and once again, turn on my television on a nice Sunday morning, and voila. 3 more officers killed. Montrell Jackson, 32 years old. 45-year-old Brad Garfola, and 41-year-old Matthew Gerald. It had nothing to do with what went down in Baton Rouge. But once again, who I will not be showing a picture of the gunman.
Yeah.
I won't even mention his dumbass name.
They're both from the military.
Yeah. That's the thing that's starting to get to me. They're young, they're under 30, and they're both former servicemen. One for the Marines, one for the Army.
And they are, I don't know, PST maybe? I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows?
A lot of issues. But it's sad that, you see this man is holding his little baby. Now he won't see, the baby won't even know him now. Just by pictures. So good job, guy. You're doing a good job. That's settling a lot of stuff, But we going to get back to some sports. I ain't get to talk about my Sixers now in the NBA draft.
He'll be on another team in 2 years.
Yep.
Oh.
They're going to trade
This
him
boy, 6'10", he probably going to think, I'm telling you, light skin is coming back. They about to take over the whole, you seen what the Dubs did.
Really?
You seen what the Dubs did.
Really?
I know LeBron and the brown complected won a championship, but light skin.
Him with no elfin ears.
How many?
He'll be gone in 2 years.
The Sixers won 11, 12 games last season. I'm saying at least 30 to 35 games.
No.
He gonna get hurt in the first month of the season, and then he gonna be traded in 2 years.
21 games.
I see at least 30 to 35, maybe 36.
What you gonna do? Take steroids to beef up?
What? They got the top. The Sixers is on their way. They are on their way up, and you guys are missing the fact that they got Jerry Colangelo as the general manager.
Okay, but who's the coach?
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
They have a general.
That's like
Just imagine if the Sixers had Pat Riley. Pat Riley's making them moves, getting them players that need to be in place. I'm telling you, Philadelphia is on their way up.
Yep. Philadelphia's on their way up.
Yes.
Trade him.
All the way up.
Trade
All
him
the
for
way
somebody
up.
that they don't
Them
need
Sixers
to try to get another draft pick.
Y'all heard it here first. Philadelphia, don't be surprised they challenge for second
30,
place.
Right? You said 30.
Second place who?
In the Atlantic.
Oh, good God.
What?
No, you're not saying that.
The East is very weak this
please.
year. You only have one
The
good
Celtics
team.
going to beat this, going to sweep the series with them. And
You'll
Brooklyn
see.
going to sweep the series with
You'll
them.
see. You'll see. Philadelphia.
Wow.
They gonna beat Cleveland at least once.
So that means the number
At
one
the end of the
is going to be the
season.
only team over 500.
Basically what you're saying.
I'm telling you, Philadelphia on the way up.
The only team over 500.
Let's move on to somebody who's really all the way up, but he's really down right now. Tom Nathan Brady. The law finally caught up to you, Mr. Brady. 4 games suspended, and then he finally stepped back and said, you know what? I'm going to take the hit.
Only reason I kept fighting it because they knew if he would have just sat back, he would have been admitting guilt. So he tried to fight it the best he could so he wouldn't look so guilty.
True.
But he was guilty as all get out.
And this is before even the training camp starts. So, you really don't have to deal with this whole mess during training camp, pushing towards the season. So, hey, Goodell,
I think the only reason why he didn't take it the first time because they figured they had a good shot at going back again, so he didn't.
They was
wanna ruin
close.
That. Yeah.
They was close.
So I think that's the only reason why. This year, who knows?
Who knows?
It's not like he's going to lose any money.
They got built. They ain't gonna lose no money. How does this look for the Patriots in their first 4 games?
They still like the Patriots.
They still the Patriots. They
Remember
got
what
Bill
he
Belichick.
did with Homeboy?
It was a good sell.
The Castle, the reject from Dallas,
Yep.
who has a job now.
Mr. 11-5.
He has a job now.
Mr.
Garoppolo's
Kansas City.
turn. It's Garoppolo's turn. So Patriots fans shouldn't be too bent out of shape because they still got Belichick. They still have the team to get it done.
Like I always say, it's not him. It's the
that
system.
It's the system.
It's that system.
Tom
It's
Landry.
the system.
Tom Landry. That's all I got to say.
That's right.
The NFL Network finished their top players of 2016.
That's the most biased 100 I've ever seen before. Well, they always have a bias top 100. So
I will talk about some other stuff later, but let's just run down the top 10. You got Cam was number 1, Brady was number 2. If that I didn't like that one, but J.J. Watt is 3, Antonio Brown 4, and AP Peterson is 5, Aaron Rodgers 6, Luke Kuechly 7, Julio Jones 8, and Gronk, which was a big surprise, 9, and Beckham 10.
Wait. Let's back up a little bit. You put Aaron Rodgers
6.
at 6.
6.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers 6 because the last 2 seasons have not been as like this.
This man, he throw 27 touchdowns and you say it's an off year. 27 in an off.
That's what they're trying to say. That's what
The man who was running around on one leg and still heaved the ball over 50 yards.
Yeah,
number
Them 2
6.
passes alone, the Detroit game and the Arizona playoff game, he has by far the best arm in the league, the strongest, accurate.
Number 6.
I'm still lost my own stuff. So
I'm still tripping that Von Miller is 15. He didn't even make the top 10. Aaron Donald and Khalil Mack was ahead of Von Miller.
I'm sorry, but why you put AP so high?
Respect.
You could have put Von Miller up there before you put AP.
I would have had Von Miller in there. I would have dropped Brady down. Gronk should have been up more.
Yes.
Kuechly, I wouldn't have put him up there. I'm sorry.
Why Kuechly? You can put Von Miller up before Kuechly. AP's what AP? Only thing AP do is run the ball. He haven't done anything.
And he wasn't even that dominant. He led the league in rushing, but it was only by a little bit. He only had 14-something hundred yards. So it was, I would say, a down year for the running back. So
he had a great year, but I can't even put Cam at number 1.
I would have put Cam number 1.
I can't.
It would have for me, Cam and Watt.
Before I put Cam, I still would have put Aaron because Aaron did a lot with less. He did a whole lot with less.
Yeah, sure.
And with his number 1 receiver, you're supposed to saying who's going to be the most dominant coming up. His number 1 receiver's coming back. He did damage without him. What are you going to do when Jordy Nelson comes back? This man is going to be all over the place.
Yeah. Now, there was 3 wide receivers in the top 10, which is the first time that this has ever happened. So, you had Antonio Brown, Julio, and Beckham. By the way, is this the greatest catch in NFL history?
It's the most spectacular catch in NFL history, but not the best catch in NFL history.
It's not like this not ever happened before. There's a player who done a one-hand catch before. 3-finger, yeah, that's spectacular, okay. But it's not. There's already been one-hand catch many times in the NFL.
It's been plenty of times where Lynn Swan have made catches that everybody sat there and had to look at the screen like, did he really just catch that ball?
Hey, did you get that? Y'all get that video I get sunshine about that one dude who threw the pass in the dude and dude didn't realize the ball was in his eye?
Yeah,
I saw that.
Yeah, but
now, that's the most
I
spectacular.
bring this up because I just been saying that this is because he's a giant. He's in New York. He's in the Mecca of the world.
No, because of that star on the helmet and where he made
No,
that
think
catch.
about it. If he could have did that against anybody, and they lost the game.
Yeah, they did.
They lost the game. I was there. They lost. But yeah, this is a great catch. But damn it, to say that this is the greatest catch in
it's not the
NFL
greatest
history.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. There's been better catches like that.
Yes,
I believe, and
We-
I'm going.
okay,
I'm
Larry
going. I
Fitzgerald.
believe, and I'm going to stand by it. Just because he plays in New York City, New York, that's why they're blowing this up.
Mm-hmm.
Now, out of those three receivers, Julio, Antonio, Beckham. Me personally, I would have had Dez, but he didn't have his quarterback. He's hurt, so. But with a perfect situation, would you put Dez in that group? Who would you kick out? Or would you even put Dez up
I'm
there?
not putting Dez up there. If I would put a receiver up there, I gotta put Hopkins for Houston there.
DeAndre?
Yeah, because he's been doing a lot with less, and he haven't had good quarterbacks.
Give me a perfect situation like all these receivers had. With Dez, I'll put Dez up there, kick Beckham out.
You have to put Dez in the top 10 because no matter where you put Dez at on that field, you have to know where he is, and you're going to have to cover him over the top because he's going to get the ball.
They're all good receivers.
Yeah, they're going to get the ball.
But dealing with what we have here with
I would
these
put
guys,
Dez on him because Dez, even though he loses his mind off the field, he keeps his composure on. And he proved
Yeah,
he can't keep his composure.
he got a little. He felt it was disrespect that he was in the top 10. He went to the Twitter and said, "What? Me top 10? Like what?" He thought he was better than that. He did what? Remember P? He did that song back in the day. Don't believe the hype. My man is he believe in the hype. I won't be surprised if Beckham has like a real horrible season.
I think is what he did much last season, did he?
He did, had some great plays.
And that's only because the
touchdowns.
other person on the other side was out.
Yeah, he had a lot. He had good games, Beckham. But for me, if Dez is out of the situation, I would have. You got to give it to Antonio Brown. Mr. We was just talking about Mr. Consistency.
Yeah.
Julio is just another type of animal, being that damn
When he's
big.
on.
Yeah, that big, that strong, that fast. It should be illegal. Him and Dez to be that big and like that, to be dragging
That fast,
people.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Mr. Watt. He was number 1 last year. He's number 3 now. I think it should have been between him and Cam, but JJ is
He's a monster.
his contract when he comes up, he's going to dwarf what Von Miller just got.
Yeah.
Von
Should.
Miller's now the highest paid defensive player in
That dude
history.
catch touchdowns.
He catch touchdowns, sacks. The second 2 years in a row leading the league in sacks.
He intercepts.
Interceptions, bat ball down.
he can run-
A la Too Tall Jones.
He could be a running back if he want to.
Probably could. Fullback. He's too small to be a running back. But he can definitely be a
Yeah,
fullback.
they gave the ball to the fridge. Why not JJ? Why not?
They only gave the ball to Fridge on special
At the goal
situations.
line?
Now he was still a fullback.
Anybody want to be underneath a fridge window? They're like, no.
All right.
I like JJ, and I also like Dad Man himself, Cam. I think Cam, like you said, Kelvin Benjamin wasn't out. He was out last season, but he's back now.
It's gonna be interesting.
Sky's the limit for the Panthers.
Yeah, that's a strong.
Seems
team.
like to me the only thing that's gonna hurt them is themselves.
Biggest thing is the people in their division actually going to step up and actually start
Yeah,
playing.
who is it? Is Tampa gonna step up? Is
Yeah,
the Saints
it's-
gonna step up?
No.
Because my thing is when Drew is on, he don't stand a chance.
True.
Well, we gonna find out. We definitely, and I like the team. I like Carolina. Folks, that's all the time we have for you. Thank you for joining us, and thank you, Mr. McIntosh and Mr. Sibbles. Peace.